banks first, because banks is where all the action is going to be, banks is where all the excitement is going to be, banks is where we know that the beta play again has going to be the largest. Barring banks, like I said, for me the PSU banks, they matter, or PSU stocks, they matter, because that's where the HNI action or the ultra HNI action has been very large. What do we have? Well, the first hits have just start taking in, and it's actually not like a scary fall, so to speak. Yes, on expected lines, metal stocks, PSUs, banks, they are trading with the downward bias, but the breadth is not horrible. We are off to a bad start, but we are not off to a terrible start. There's a difference in horrible and terrible. I mean, of course, markets are going to be bad and markets are expected to be bad, so I'm not surprised at all there. State Bank of India, ICICI Bank, Tata Steel, Tata Motors, HDFC Bank, all in one breath. All of them are down. ONGC, GAIL, Adani, BPCL, they are holding on very, very nicely. I'm particularly surprised. I particularly want to check in on, let's say, IRCTC. I once spoke about that analysts meet. The stock touched a record high yesterday, whereas IRTC, in a market like this, IRCTC, bit of a tongue twister, pardon me, is at a record high. Maruti is off to an okay start. Chemical stocks are holding on. We know there is a very strong primary inflation impact which is there in some of the commodity stocks. And I'll tell you what, I'll monitor IT. If the contra trade has to work, which is that dollar is up, yields are up, rupee is going to be weak, then does it make sense to remigrate from cyclicals and PSUs, from value to growth, or from inward-looking sectors to outward-looking sectors? That's something which would be an interplay for next couple of days.
Absolutely. We've got ONGC on the move today. It's up about 4%. It's looking good. That's one to kind of note. Otherwise, a little subdued, I'd say. Just about 0.8% lower. We've not got any major cuts coming in, but still looking a little quiet. DRL, Reliance, a couple of the names there, a couple of financials, for example, Bajaj Fin, SBI down 1% or more, Tata Steel's down a little over 1%, and then it's the financials again, ICICI, HDFC, indices, so across the board there. Wipro, despite the acquisition news, is down about 0.8% right now. Perhaps the market's just processing that, and other than that, nothing too worrisome, but yep, a quiet start. And on the upside, I think ONGC is the one that really stands out, and then a few other select movers. Laurus Labs, you've got Deepak Nitrite, BHEL is looking good this morning, 2.5% on a BHEL, so that one's also seeing a good start so far. But clearly a little bit of a global overhang this morning, Nikunj.